Former US Speaker Nancy Pelosi was the single most potent force who convinced President Joe Biden to give up his re-election bid against Donald Trump. But Pelosi would never accept the fact openly. The latest cover story of the week features our exclusive interview with Pelosi, in which she deals with the touchy subject among other topics. Multiple news sources, including the New York Times, NBC News, and Politico, or major news media from the US, have reported in detail how Pelosi worked behind the scenes to get Biden replaced after his debate debacle, but never once publicly offending the president. As a Democratic source told Politico, once she was convinced that Biden was unlikely to defeat Trump and his presence on top of the Democratic ticket could sink vulnerable down-ballot candidates, Pelosi decided that it was time for Biden to go. So she gave Biden team the option of doing it the easy way and the hard way. She gave them 3 weeks of the easy way. Biden resisted till the last moment, saying that he would quit only if Lord Almighty came down and asked him to. But he finally took the hint and quit when the hard way was about to start. When the week asked Pelosi about nudging Biden out, she said she would not answer the question about any conversations she had with the president. She in fact said that she loved and admired Biden, but she was not reluctant to make her point indirectly. She made it clear in the interview that winning mattered the most for her. You make every decision in favor of winning, Pelosi told us, and she wanted that decision to be as strong as possible, referring to Biden's decision to step down. Pelosi also made it clear that Kamala Harris turned out to be the best person to replace Biden on the Democratic ticket, although many senior Democrats, including herself, thought that there should be an open process, like an open primary, to select the new candidate so that America could see the significant talent, the bench strength of the Democratic Party. But she said Harris was politically astute and she quickly won the race to replace Biden. Pelosi acknowledged the importance of gender, race, and ethnicity in the Harris campaign, but she said that in her assessment, Harris was the best candidate, and that should be the reason why American people, should be voting for her in the November elections against Donald Trump. Interestingly, the conversation the week had with Pelosi also revealed that, in a way, the urge to replace Biden with a more winnable candidate perhaps flowed from the deep-seated antipathy and contempt she has for Donald Trump. And some of it is definitely personal. For instance, her latest book, The Art of Power, starts with details about an attack on her home in San Francisco 2 years ago. Pelosi, who was then serving as speaker, was at her Washington apartment. A hardcore Trump supporter broke into her house at 2 in the morning looking for her. He in fact wanted to punish Pelosi for being the leader of the pack against Trump. When he could not find Pelosi at home, he attacked her husband Paul, who suffered multiple blows to his head. Doctors had to reshape his skull to save his life. Pelosi says that she has been struggling with guilt ever since, but the attack seems to have strengthened her resolve to keep Trump out of the White House at any cost. During the interview, Pelosi told the week that Trump, his family, and many Republican leaders often spoke about the attack against her husband as something funny, and that was really hurtful and traumatizing for her and her family. And more than the personal complaint that she has against Trump, she also believes that Trump is clueless and ignorant, that he did not have a clear agenda when he served as president, and he clearly did not believe in science or governance. She recollected a conversation with him when he said that he would take pride in shutting down the federal government during a showdown with the Congress. Pelosi thought that the threat was beyond silly, but she also felt that it was quite dangerous. She also gave the example of how Trump handled the COVID-19 pandemic, as she felt that he remained in denial when the virus spread quickly across America, killing millions of people. It also killed the job scene in the US. Pelosi said Trump's job creation record as president was the worst since the time of Herbert Hoover who was president during the Great Depression. To conclude, Nancy Pelosi may not hold any key position of power in American politics today, but the ruthless tactician continues to wield tremendous influence in the Democratic Party and could make or break presidents and presidential campaigns.